This morning on DC News Now, Fairfax County Police identify the body of a missing teen. What we know about the investigation so far. Hazy, hotter, and humid as highs reach into the lower 90s today. Meteorologist Jackie Layer is tracking storms returning for the weekend. Planning for Saturday's parade. Travel tips to help navigate road closures ahead of the Army's birthday celebration. Pulling the plug on parking lot troubles. Meeting Montgomery County's new robotic security guard. And cashing in on some of the best deals for dads. We're stretching your dollar ahead of this Father's Day.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning and thanks for starting your Thursday with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And good morning. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. I'll be tracking your commute. We have a couple of things and some road closures actually that you want to look out for. But first, let's talk weather with meteorologist Jackie Layer. Jackie, you said 90s today.
Yes, we're going to be tracking our first likely 90-degree day of the year. We haven't seen it since last August, so stay cool and stay hydrated. Also, if you fall under those sensitive groups category, meaning the elderly or young children, or if you have any respiratory issues, certainly want to limit your time outside later on this afternoon. We do have that air quality alert for DC and the surrounding area. Also up along the I-95 corridor towards Baltimore and up towards the Philadelphia area as well. So if you have travel plans, they are also under that code orange air quality alert, meaning that it will be unhealthy for sensitive groups later on this afternoon and evening. That's thanks to the ozone, but otherwise, or the pollutants of the ozone, but we're also talking about the Canadian wildfire smoke in our upper atmosphere as well today. That'll make it look a bit hazy today as well. So again, like I mentioned, you want to stay cool out there if you're going to be poolside today. We're going to be seeing those temperatures climbing right around 90 by 2 p.m. As we look ahead towards 4 p.m., the lower 90s. It's likely going to feel even hotter when you factor in that humidity today. At least we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, so that UV index certainly will be high out there later on this afternoon. So make sure that you are reapplying that sunscreen through the day. But like I mentioned, stay cool, stay hydrated. We haven't seen those 90s since late last August. So again, make sure that you are taking those precautions. But tomorrow, close to those high temperatures today, still humid, but we do have some late day thunderstorms to talk about. I'll have more details on that in just a few minutes. Shanika?
All right, Jackie, thank you. Now let's head out. Looking at the roads this morning, you are seeing major congestion right now. For the 6 o'clock hour, BW Parkway heading northbound just past Greenbelt Road. You're going to find a crash there. That is just before Powder Mill Road. Once you get to Powder Mill, you should be all good to go. But you can see that long stretch there right past the Beltway. You are seeing a lot of delays there, and it's growing, by the way. Now, DC 295 heading southbound over the Anacostia Freeway. You're going to see a tractor trailer crash that is right near Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast. So delays are building in that area as well. We have a crash with no delays, Suitland Parkway right near Silver Hill Road. So definitely watch for any issues in that area.
Breaking news right now, a plane with more than 200 people on board crashes in a neighborhood in India. Now officials say that Air India flight was heading to London and just took off from an Indian airport when that crash happened. First responders on the scene to help with recovery.
All right, now we're following up on a story we brought to you yesterday about a body found in a small pond in Tysons Corner.
Fairfax County Police have now identified it to be the body of missing teen from Prince William County. We do want to get right to our Candace Cole live in Tysons with more details on this morning. Candace, good morning.
Good morning. Well, Fairfax County Police have confirmed that the body that they pulled from this pond behind me on West Park and Galleria Drive is in fact 19-year-old Kyle Coleman, the missing Morehouse student who hadn't been seen since last weekend. Now, police say Coleman went missing after he was involved in a car crash Friday night. First responders arrived to the scene of the crash just after 11 p.m. last Friday, where they found an empty 2019 Toyota Yaris. Police say the car was heading westbound on Galleria Drive when it crossed over into the eastbound lanes and left the road and hit a tree. Coleman was reported missing the next day. Then Sunday, police escalated Coleman's case to being a critically endangered missing person after receiving video of him before the crash. Now, police began their search for Coleman Monday and recovered his body Tuesday evening. According to police, surveillance footage revealed that Coleman left the scene of that crash and was the only person involved. Family and friends say Coleman was a leader in his community of Gainesville with the Jack and Jill Society and attended Morehouse College in Atlanta, where he was a rising sophomore. Now, in a statement, Morehouse College says that Coleman was known for his warmth, humility, and peaceful spirit, and said, quote, "May we honor Kyle's life by holding tightly to community, ambition, and peace." Now, at this point, foul play is not suspected in his death. However, it is still under investigation. Anyone who knows anything about what happened to Kyle Coleman is urged to contact Fairfax County Police. Reporting live in Tysons, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
All right, thank you, Candace. And right now at American University, the standoff continues with police and a man who climbed the radio tower there. He's been up there since about 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Take a look at your screen right now. This is a live look at the tower. The night he climbed up, police evacuated dorms and put a shelter-in-place order for parts of the south side of the campus. The man also has an umbrella and some water with him. It is still not clear exactly why he's up there in the first place.
It's scary. If that's a student up there, whoever it is, I feel sad for the person. Obviously, there's no good reason to be halfway up some tower. I hope they resolve it easily and peacefully and, above all, safely.
Police say there's still no threat to people in the area, but they are asking that you avoid the area.
All right, dozens of tanks and heavy military vehicles made their way into the district. The Army says almost 80 tons of lethal power will be on display, including 28 Abrams battle tanks. Local lawmakers expressed great concern over having such heavy equipment that could damage the roads in the district. But Army officials say they've added plates onto the roadways for protection.
Black pads are about 2.5 inches thick, and they keep the metal off the road. So this is going to really help to prevent that.
And 6,700 soldiers will march in the parade, and many say they're excited to share their history and hard work. And the massive military parade in D.C. happening on Saturday, it celebrates the 250th anniversary of the Army and coincides with President Trump's 79th birthday.
Yeah, the preparations already causing commuting headaches. Barricades now along Constitution Avenue just south of the White House. Our Ben Dennis has a look at how your Saturday commute could be affected.
Horns are honking. Patience is running thin. A swath of street closures are slated for downtown D.C. leading up to Saturday's military parade, some already in effect.
I can hear the impact, yes.
Rush hour Wednesday already bringing issues near the White House.
If you take the bus, I feel like it just makes the commute worse.
Head underground, that's your best bet.
Yeah.
Roads here in red, supposed to fully close Friday.
I am taking off Friday and avoiding all the headaches down here.
So my other commute should be open. If not, Metro is fine.
Constitution Avenue, just south of the White House, was shut down to traffic Wednesday. It's where military vehicles and soldiers will parade down Saturday afternoon. Lines in pink showing where no parking is allowed through Monday the 16th. Signage also posted in person.
We're preparing for an enormous turnout. Hundreds of thousands of attendees.
Earlier this week, the Secret Service describing the work being done.
The Secret Service and our partners want every attendee to be confident in their security and feel safe. That is why we are leaving no stone unturned.
Mayor Bowser urging visitors and residents take the recommendations of officials in the planning process.
So our public safety agencies are going to be called on for lots of work, lots of hours, and we're asking for everybody to heed their advice.
And Reagan National Airport also closing Saturday night from 6:30 till 10. You can find a full list of changes on our website, dcnewsnow.com. And multiple protests planned for the parade, including one in Arlington. Organizers say they will line more than 5 miles of sidewalks between Roslyn and Falls Church. Some 2,000 people already signed up to take part in the peaceful demonstration. 6:09 now, a raging fire in the district, bringing in more than 100 firefighters to battle these flames. Look at this thick black smoke billowing out of this row home. The 3-story home is in Northwest at First and Seton Place. Firefighters say the flames started to spread to the adjoining building.
And in Maryland, Prince George's County Sheriff's Office warning people about a scheme involving criminals posing as deputies to get money. Deputies say they're using real names of people working at the office to trick residents into paying $2,000 to $5,000 for outstanding warrants. One person we spoke with says this scheme is very concerning.
People need to just go ahead and get you a legit job, get you a trade, and stop trying to scheme people out of their hard-earned money.
Now, the sheriff says if you think you're being targeted by criminals, you're encouraged to call authorities.
And the tensions are growing over a deal to bring the Commanders back to D.C. Under the deal, the team would invest $2.7 billion to build a new 65,000-seat stadium. Now, the site would include parking, housing, and shops. It also has D.C. taxpayers making a $1 billion investment. Council members have until the 15th of July to take the initial vote on the $4 billion deal. But for some members, they say that is too tight of a timeline.
Not get it done by July 15th. That's not fair. Every other major stadium deal is giving the council months.
The council can meet that date. The council has the budget. They have 70 days to work on the budget.
Now, it's not clear if the council will delay or remove the deal from the 2026 budget. Council Chair Phil Mendelson says that's something he does not want to do. The mayor went on to say any uncertainty could give other cities the opportunity to swoop in.
And the DMV's first hide-and-seek bear is getting an unexpected honor.
Yes, it is. His last visit in Northern Virginia, he was hanging out in a tree on Eldon Street. Now his namesake, the Herndon Town Council officially declaring June 9th Eldon the Bear Day. From Langley Park, Maryland on Memorial Day, where he was tagged and removed to the wild, only to pop up again in Bethesda and on Monday in Herndon. Wildlife officials recaptured that bear and took him further out to the Shenandoah region, but families think they're going to be seeing him again. All right, your time right now is 6:11 on a Thursday. Taking a closer look at the power of dance.
Yeah, still ahead, what you need to know about the Washington Ballet's upcoming season. Plus, the latest security guard may look like R2-D2's cousin, but instead of fighting stormtroopers, it'll stand guard in the DMV. A look at where you might see him. And let's take a live look outside, Jackie. So it is going to be pretty hot today.
Yeah, it's also looking hazy out there right now. We'll likely see that haze sticking around along with that heat and humidity. We're tracking likely our first 90-degree day of the year. Will this be sticking around into the weekend, though? All those details right after the break.